Mike Tyson put out a piece through social media, and it was very dark. It was a very, very dark statement that he made. And the statement was as follows: I was rewarded in life, my entire life, from hurting people. If I hurt someone, someone else told me good job. And I was not able to distinguish between opponents, strangers, women, training partners. It was all the same to me. I was rewarded to hurt someone. I would get articles written about me. I would get acclaim. And it was this very, very dark thing. And it was one of those things, I couldn't quit reading it. I couldn't quit thinking about it. Even after I looked away from the page, it took me 5 seconds to read it. But for hours, I was thinking about this because it was so dark, but there was also a realness that Mike was letting us into. And it was a very weird psychology to hear him break it down and assess it of himself, because he is right. He is right about something that is very negative, but he also drew a conclusion from this dot to this dot and how you got there in a straight line. He started boxing at a young age. I think it was 8th grade when he met Casamato. He was older than many guys who had started boxing. And he was a teenager. He was 13. He was 12. He was 14. Something like this, where he didn't start when he was 8 years old, by example. Grew up in Brooklyn, rough life, not a lot of parental support, not a lot of guidance. And so he finds something that he's very good at. The other side of the coin is it was a sport based on damage. It was a violent activity, and he was very good at it, and he was rewarded. And this is how he got himself out of a tough situation. So you can see where, and I think that his age matters. I think we can all relate to the positivity you can do with a young mind and the dangers that you can do with a young mind. And I don't imagine Casamato or any of his classmates or an aunt or an uncle or somebody he passed in daily life that patted him on the back or put a camera on his face or did an interview, did an article putting out, this could be the next big thing. This could be an Olympic champion. This could be the great knockout artist of the heavyweight division. I don't think anybody ever would take into consideration that Mike would be hearing that different at a youthful age. And all Mike was hearing is the more people you hurt, the better job we are all going to believe that you did. It was a very dark piece, but it was also, I really appreciated it because Mike was making a confession in that. He was admitting to wrongdoing over the years. He was admitting to articles that had been said and rumors that speculated about him. And he was saying, I don't like that person. Here's how this person came about, and here's what that person was thinking. He's talking about himself. It was just powerful. And in a very, very bizarre way, I would like to thank Mike for it. I would like to compliment him for being mature enough, even at 53 years old, to look back, say, I don't like that guy. Here's how we got there. If you don't want this to happen to a kid, make sure you don't only compliment him for hurting someone else. Make sure you're pointing out. And I'm going off script. This isn't all things Mike said. Some of this was my interpretation, but I'm quite sure I'm spot on. Make sure you point out the hard work, the dedication, the overcut. This is what sport is. That specific realm of boxing and the way the rules are set up are pretty aggressive. But that's not where the compliments should come from hurting somebody. The compliments would come from having a goal, setting it, working hard, and achieving it. I felt as though that was Mike's message, and I felt as though he showed a level of bravery in putting it out there. So I wanted to bring it to your attention, but I also wanted to break down a little bit of a deeper meaning so nobody missed it.